My name is Matt McCoy, and 15 years ago, at the age of 35, I suffered a stroke, and it turned my world upside down. One day I was healthy and active, and the next day everything I knew was gone. My life before stroke was pretty normal. I had a career, home, friends. I had pretty much had it all figured out. Little did I know how quickly that could all go away. And then one morning, all that changed. A blood clot struck my brain. My left side became useless, and my vision was blurred. Everything I knew was gone, and I had no idea what was going to come next. With my left side useless and my balance shot, everything felt off. It was a real struggle just to dress myself. And I didn't know if I'd ever get back to the person that I once was. My body was struggling, but my spirit was shattered. Anxiety and depression ruled my days, and isolation became normal for me. Each day just seemed more and more impossible, and I was completely lost. But in this darkness, there was a sliver of hope. My folks invited me to move in with them. I didn't want to at first. I didn't want to be a burden, but it was the support that I needed. It gave me a safe place to get on this journey of recovery. So I made their sidewalks and their swimming pool my training training ground, and step by step and lap by lap, each little progress started to give me hope, and it ignited this stubborn dedication, this commitment to keep going. So after several months of continuous recovery, I set one clear goal. I wanted to run a 5K and do it with my dad. And it wasn't just about the race. It was about proving to myself that I could do this, that I could make this thing happen. I could accomplish this goal. And after 10 months of really hard training, I finished the race, and my folks were there cheering me on, and it was magical. And if anything, that gave me the confidence to keep going, step by step. But what I realized is that it wasn't about just getting my life back. It was about creating something new. The stroke, it destroyed this path, but it opened up this area for growth that I had no idea it existed. All I had to do was keep showing up. And I discovered through surprise that I had this purpose, and that purpose was helping other people. And helping people that had been through the same challenges I'd been through, stroke, surviving a stroke. I realized that I could share my lived experience with them and give them stroke. Now, I had this idea, but I couldn't do it alone. I needed some support. But I kept having these conversations with survivors, and I realized the importance of hope. So this little idea evolved into something much bigger. And that's the nonprofit Stronger Together Wellness. In Stronger Together Wellness, we are a nonprofit that helps bridge the gap between hospital and home for stroke survivors, because we know how challenging that is once you get home from stroke. We don't want folks to feel alone. We want them to know that they're supported. So what we offer support groups. We offer peer mentors. We offer support for caregivers because they're needing it too. And what we do is when we show up as a peer mentor, as a stroke survivor, we're walking alongside folks. It's not therapy and it's not medication. It's just someone showing up. It's me showing up and saying, hey, I know what it's like to be behind that walker. I know where you're at right now, and I'm here to support you, and together we can do this. So we create this community of support, and what we're creating is we're allowing survivors to know that they're not alone, to lift caregivers up and give them resources so they know they're not alone. And those of us that are working with survivors, we realize the power of helping other people, how helpful and healing that is for us. So, what seemed like the end of my world really turned into my greatest asset, my purpose, to be able to help others and serve them. And it's incredibly rewarding. So you don't necessarily have to have you don't have to have had a stroke to help other people. Anybody can do this. Anybody in this room, I encourage you to do it. It's amazing what kind of impacts you can make just through small gestures, the ripples that can happen throughout the community and then throughout the world. So before I leave tonight, I want to leave you with a tool, and it's something I wish I would have known before my stroke had happened. It's pretty simple, and these are signs that a stroke might be happening. And it's a simple acronym called BEFAST, and it's BEFAST. So B stands for balance, E is eyes, F is face, A is arms, S is speech, and time. If these things are happening, if you see these, it's important to call the ambulance and get them on the way and get folks to the hospital quickly. And I encourage you to try and remember this and take it with you. So, thank you.